Your head is not the reason why you keep blading and topping the golf ball. Stop thinking about your head being the primary cause of popping up. We're gonna discuss what you actually need to be thinking about, and that's your chest. I'm gonna walk you through what that looks like. I'm gonna explain to you in this video how you should get away from thinking about your head popping up and instead thinking about your chest staying down. It's the more efficient way of staying down the ball and compressing the ball. Let's get into the video. Let's hit the ball better. What's up, guys? My name is Wade Fullingham. We're gonna discuss the chest and how the chest should drive through the ball and how, obviously not thinking about the head is the best way to go. But before we jump into that, I wanna let you know that I have a free course on how to build a consistent golf swing. It's gonna cover 3 different things. It's gonna cover the 3 different face positions you need to be in your golf swing. So controlling this club face is king. So we gotta control the 3 different positions in the golf swing. Then we're gonna cover how to correct any contact errors you're having, toe, heel, fat, all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna show you how to correct those errors. And then we're gonna talk about how to properly release the club. If you don't release the club properly coming through, you're gonna struggle controlling the club face because the club face is king, the path is queen. We've gotta control the face and be able to deliver the club the same way every single time. So check out that free course. There's a link below to sign up for that and to get into that free course. It's awesome. So let's jump into what we need to do to keep the chest down. So when we're trying to keep our chest down, we don't need to be thinking about the head, first of all, because thinking about the head insinuates that your head needs to go down this way. Well, that hinders rotation. Now, it's not necessarily wrong, because there are some people, their heads pop up, they look up early. So maybe more or less that's referring to people that look up too early. But that's not what you should be thinking about to compress the ball better and to stop topping and thinning it for the most part. We need to think about how the chest works and how we can use the chest to compress the golf ball. So if you look at how your arms are connected to your body, they're connected up really high by the chest. So everything's connected actually really up high. Everything else is below. So if we want to get the arms closer to the ground so that the arms can get down into the ground and actually compress the ball, we have to actually be able to get the chest lower. So as you come into the golf shot, we actually need to be focusing on the chest driving down and rotating at the same time. When people keep their head down, they tend not to rotate as much. When they're thinking about just staying down, they're thinking about keeping their head down, but then they don't rotate. So what I want you to do is I want you to focus on a couple different things. But first, let's talk about how do we get the chest down? Well, we don't round our back to get there, right? Our pelvis, their left butt cheek, our pelvis should be moving backwards and rotating. So this left butt cheek goes back, the hip goes back. And if you watch, the more this hip goes back, the more my chest goes down. Just like if I want to lean over without rounding my back, I have to push my hips back, right? So if I want to lean more over, just push your hips back. Well, in this case, we want to rotate through impact zone. So we're going to push our hips back, and we're going to rotate, which then gets my chest lower, which then goes down the chain, gets the hands lower. Does that make sense? So we want to be able to kind of just compress down into the ground by using our body angles to do so. So here's a couple of good drills. First one I like to do is get a pretty narrow stance, not too wide, right? And what you're going to do is you're going to make some little half swings. And what you're going to do is here, keep it below the belt. You're going to push your left butt cheek backwards like this, okay? And you're going to rotate your chest low to the ground and feel like your chest is driving through the ball, not your hands and not your arms, okay? Naturally, that'll happen by itself, but we want to feel like we're going here and we're rotating as we do it. We're not just going straight down this way. We're rotating as we go down and through the ball. So when you come through the shot, it should look something like this. You're going to go here, and you should finish nice and low like this. If you're having a lot of flip, that might be another video, but I want you to get a lot of chest turn and try to keep the arms really straight. But I want you to feel like your chest is rotating really hard and your hips are getting back and out of the way so you can go down and through the ball. So here we go. Pretty narrow stance here because we're not making a big swing here. A little bit of forward press. And we're going to take a short swing. And we're going to feel like this goes back so our chest has room to go down. Okay? Because if your hips are going this way, if you're doing early extension coming into the downswing, you're actually gonna be popping up, okay? So then you can't stay down. So then you have to release the arms and do all sorts of funny things, all right? So again, what we wanna do is we wanna go here, push this left butt cheek back so that our chest has room to go down and compress the ball, turn through, and then we stand up. Just like this again. So we're gonna go here. Should be able to compress the ball pretty well. Now you could run into some problems like hitting it heavy. You know, I can't go over everything here. So hopefully this works out for 99% of you, because like I said, sometimes when I'm working on this with my clients, we run into other problems. Like if you're going down but you're hanging back, not so bueno, you're still gonna hit behind it, right? So the biggest encouragement I would say there is as you go down and you rotate forward. You go towards the target. You can't be hanging back as you do it. Obviously with any instruction, you have to understand that this is pretty one-sided. I can't see all the things you might be possibly doing wrong. So this information is good information, but you could be running into another problem. So, but I imagine most of you guys are gonna be hanging back, so just make sure you come through the shot. So let's change our perspective. Let's quit thinking about the head staying down. Not because it's necessarily wrong, but I don't think it paints the full picture. Let's focus on the hips going back, creating that space for our chest to come down, and then rotating all the way through the hit. It's not a down motion into the ball. It's staying down with rotation, which is the key to control this club face, which is also going into that free course I was just talking about. So again, go check out that free course. This is a good supplement to that course. Check it out. It's completely free. I think I have 4 videos plus 2 bonus videos. One is learning how to score. In there, I'll talk about the things you need to be focused on to learn how to score. And then I give you my favorite putting drill for making more birdie putts from 6 to 15 feet. I got this from a really awesome instructor. I'm not gonna coin it. I think I'm pretty sure in the video I say who I get it from, so I'll give him a shout out. But go check out that free course. Hope this helped you. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.